not Jermaine Clement from Flight of the Conchords, right? Just can't count. Good crowd tonight. Never seen anyone a day in my life. Thanks everyone for coming out tonight. I know everyone's surviving the weather out there. It's cold and windy, and I was walking over here. I'm like, well, you know what? It's exactly what they said it was going to be like. Cold and windy on Friday night. You know, you never hear anyone credit the meteorologist when they get it right. Only when they're wrong. Ah, you fucking said it was going to rain today and it's fucking sunny, asshole. For once, I would love to see someone walk outside and be like, 73 and sunny. Just like Sam Champion said. Good for you, man. You got it right. I applaud you for that. I see a bunch of people from Manhattan in the crowd tonight. I know that's always a difficult trek over to Manhattan. Hoboken really has needs to work on their PR campaign of letting people from Manhattan know that Hoboken is not that fucking far away. Because my friends think it's like hundreds of miles away. Oh, I mean, I was out last night drinking with them. You know, we were having some happy hour drinks, and they're like, oh, we're gonna call it a night. I'm like, what are you talking about? It's 6 o'clock. Let's get the night going. You know, we're in Manhattan. And they're like, oh, Dan, we're coming to see you in Hoboken tomorrow night. That's New Jersey, right? I'm like, yeah, I know it's fucking New Jersey. They're like, yeah, gotta go home, pack a bag, print out the itinerary, find my passport, make sure my socks are up to date. I tell the person downstairs to come upstairs, run the water every few days so the pipes don't freeze. Buy 3-ounce bottles of Garnier Fructis shampoo to get through security. I'm like, all right, I get it. First of all, I use Garnier Fructis, pussy. Second of all, it's Hoboken, not fucking Honduras. Okay? I used to swim, to give it context. I used to swim from Hoboken to Manhattan every morning to go to work until they started landing 747s in the Hudson. So I stopped that. Thanks for fucking up my commute, Sully. Alright, everyone, what, one person can get hurt, for God's sakes? Come on. But I think the issue is the PATH train. Everyone is afraid of the PATH train, you know?
Yes!
And I'm here to tell you that the PATH train is nothing like the subway. It's way fucking better. I mean, it runs around the clock, it's reliable, it's cleaner, it doesn't smell like piss, but no one seems to get that, you know, and everyone is afraid of it, and I don't understand it. But there are a lot of similarities between you know, the PATH and subway. For example, I don't read on either anymore. I mean, I stopped fucking reading because I'm sitting down in the seat reading, and you know, everyone's looking over my shoulder, you know, when I'm reading, and you never know, you know, I'm either reading too fast or too slow for the guy next to me who can afford to fucking pony up for a newspaper. It drives me nuts. I literally had a guy the other day say to me, I was like taking my time reading, you know, a news story, and he's like, we get it, the Chilean miners, get to the fucking sports already, man. Nice. Like, I like to fuck with the people on the PATH sometimes in the subway. I bring because you see a lot of them playing on their, you know, their smartphones, their little games, you know, they're like boop, boop, boop. And I bring in a circa 1985 Game Boy. I mean, that thing is fucking huge, throws everyone off. First of all, I gotta get through the bomb-sniffing dogs to even get on the train, because, you know, it's fucking like an explosive device. And but the thing is so big, it takes up like half the row. You actually gotta like have a passenger help you play. Hey, do me a favor, hit the down button and the A button. No, not you, yeah. Come on. You gotta win Legend of Zelda. That's the game was. Oh man. But you know, the PATH, the subway, what I love about them is the hot car, the one without air conditioning on. Because I fucking fall for it every time that I'm gonna get a seat and it's gonna be an enjoyable ride, you know, but never. But I'm usually, you know, but I fall for it every time. I see the subway PATH rolling in, you know, and I'm looking, I'm like, apparently I am admiring Tiger Woods' stride as I'm looking at the subway coming in. Sunny down the platform. But But no, I'm looking at it, it's coming in, it's coming in, and I'm like, oh, that's, wow, look at that car. How did you guys miss this? 6:15, all right, I'm getting a seat tonight. And I walk in, fuck. It's like 1:15 in there, fucking Death Valley, sweat my fucking ass off. But I usually hang out just to gauge the reactions of everyone else when they walk in, because they're all like, oh yeah, I want to see. And then they walk in, and just their expression just turns. And I'm just like we're lighting kittens on fire in the car. That's what they literally look like. But I usually stay. I usually sweat out because I figure that's like a workout. That's like a workout for the night. I'm not, no reason to go for a run. I just did an 8-minute path ride, and I'm good to go. But I do try to stay healthy. I do run a few times a week. A lot of runners in Hoboken. A lot of runners. A lot of people running in pairs in Hoboken. I notice as well. But I usually run alone. I want to get rid of all the late night shit I put in my body. Like wings, pizza, cocaine, all that stuff. Well, I know what you guys are thinking. I shouldn't be eating beer and wings, or pizza and wings. I know what you guys are thinking. I know it's bad for you. Have you heard the studies about that? But having some fun now, right? A lot of people run together, and I can never understand that whole concept of running. People running together. I understand the motivation factor, but for me, it's just like I feel so obligated to keep up the conversation the entire time. I told I had someone want to run with me in Hoboken. I'm like, all right, I'll run with you and I'll talk, but here's all I'm going to say is, why the fuck did I smoke that pack of cigarettes last night? I'm going to fucking die. Oh my god, fucking I'm dying. And, she wanted to talk about fucking Gossip Girl, and I'm like, nah, I'm just going to talk about I fucking hate my life. Smoked this pack of cigarettes last night. Oh. But I live in Hoboken. I got am I talking too close to the mic? I have a tendency to do it. I live in Hoboken, got a studio, if you can call it that. I mean, it's even tinier than a studio. I got room for a couch, coffee table, TV, bed, and my lava lamp. That's all I could fit in there. That's it. But I do got a fridge, though. I got a fridge, which is nice. I used to be embarrassed when people came over to my house and my apartment, and there was nothing in there. There was like an expired box of baking soda and like a couple of limes. That's it. I got some Mexican neighbors, we drink Coronas, it's nice. But I used to be embarrassed. Now I'm like, no, fuck that. Like, literally, living alone and being broke is the best fucking diet ever. And it's really worked out well for me. I lost a little bit, you remember when I was a fat fucking pedophile. Heard someone say that before. I'm with it myself. I like that. I'm already stealing on day one. But when I'm broke, but when I can scrounge up enough coins in my couch, I like to go out to dinner. A lot of good restaurants in Hoboken. But I'm going to rethink going out to dinner, because I was out the other night, me and a buddy went to get a steak, and it was a fucking disaster from the start. It took a while to get seated, the appetizers came with the food, my appetizers came with the main meal, it was cold, literally my soup tasted like the waiter took a fucking leak in it, and I'm all fired up, and I'm ready to get the waiter over, the manager over. My friend's like, Dan, you can't do that, right? I'm like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, I used to be a waiter, and you don't know what it's like to work in the restaurant industry. You have no idea what they go through. And I'm like, what? Talking? What are they, birthing children in the kitchen in between getting flaming yawns out? Come on, I want to get a piece of my mind. But I stopped. I didn't go completely crazy because I know there's no way to fight these people. You can't fight the people who used to work in the service industry before. They're like cult-like, like David Koresh cult shit. Like, you cannot win an argument with them. But I got my revenge. was over his house not too long after, and couldn't get on the internet, and he was flipping the fuck out. He's like fucking Cablevision. They always fuck me. Picked up the phone. He's all fired up. I'm like, what are you doing, man? You know you can't do that. He's like, what? What are you talking about? I can't get on the internet, man. He's like, you've never worked for an internet service provider. You have no idea what they go through. Again, right? Yeah, I got that. I like to go on the internet, though. I do. I love the internet. I love the I know I'm talking too close because I just like to hear my voice. But I do go on the internet quite a bit. I like the Facebook and the Foursquare and the Twitter, all those all the things the kids are doing, but I'm doing it too. But I was on Facebook the other day, and everyone know Facebook?
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
And I see a buddy of mine. He writes a status. He's in Barcelona on his honeymoon. He writes a status update. Having a great time in Barcelona on my honeymoon. Benign enough. I'm like, oh, good to hear from him. I give him a like. A few people give him a like. Then a girl writes. She comments. She's like, tell me you are not on your phone on your honeymoon. Tell me you're not going on Facebook on your honeymoon. Oh, I got fired up when I saw that. I understand you want them to be making sweet, sweet love for 24 hours straight on their honeymoon, but I got news for you, honey. He's been banging her for 8.5 fucking years, okay? He's gonna find 2 minutes to go on Facebook to write a 7-word friggin' sentence, okay? It's not the end of the world, don't worry. He's still gonna have time to get brunch, go see the Coliseum. I get my European cities mixed up. That's not right? Alright. I use Facebook quite a bit. I actually, my beautiful girlfriend's in the crowd tonight. Jackie's birthday is tomorrow, so I wrote you a wall post. I wrote your wall post. Happy birthday, a few exclamation points. Just want to tell you right now, that's all I got for you. I'm broke, but I tell you what, if this stand-up thing works out, they give me a raise at the job, I might take you to see the Facebook movie. You can do that. But Jackie lives in Manhattan. I've had a lot of girls. I've dated a number of girls who also live in Manhattan, and but I'm always, she's a great girl. But and I've dated other girls. I'm 30. Come on, I dated girls who live in Manhattan, and I'm always paranoid. They know that Hoboken's close after dating me. They know it takes like 10 minutes to take the path. It's not the end of the world, But you're still paranoid when you're dating them. That they're going to break up with you because there's a psychological barrier of having to cross state lines to get laid. That the girl has. So I was so paranoid. I'm paranoid in the relationship with Jackie. We were the other night. We were filling up the. We were at the Metro card machine. She was putting her money that she puts on the machine to take the PATH train from New York to Hoboken. She puts $8 on it. Doing quick math, but that sounds like we're going to see each other like 1.5 more times. That's it, huh? We're done. We're done, aren't we? And she calms me down. She's like, Dan, I love you very much. The relationship is great. I didn't have more money to put on it because I spent all my money buying 3-ounce bottles of shampoo to come see you in Hoboken.